Canticle of Ibiza is said to be one man's journey into light and darkness. And today we are joined by the author, Justin Kurian, here to share some more on what this read entails just for you. So I want to say thank you so much for joining us today, Justin. And I want to start off by asking tell us about the prompts of what prompts your protagonist to leave a successful financial career in New York to go find his former best friend in a remote island in Spain.
Yeah, what has surprised a lot of people is when they hear that he's dropped a successful career and left. So John, the main character, has a very successful career in New York City. He's financially successful. So on the outside, you'd be saying, "Oh, this guy is doing great." But the truth is he's empty inside and he's missing that spiritual connection, a deeper meaning to his life. And although he's doing very well, he's making a lot of money, he's got a great big old apartment, he just is not satisfied and he feels empty. He often finds himself staring out the window, lost in thought. And finally, he realizes he needs to go back and find the friend he betrayed and make amends for his past. So that's why the novel starts. He drops his great job to the shock of everyone and sells his apartment and heads out to the island of Ibiza.
So then let's get into Ibiza. So tell me about a setting that can make the story in itself.
Well, Ibiza is an island. A lot of people in the US haven't heard of Ibiza. Some people have, some people haven't. But in Europe, it's very well known. But Ibiza is a very mysterious island off of Spain. And the strange thing about Ibiza is the hippies, especially it all started in the 1960s, when they left the United States, draft dodgers and all this, they all went, a lot of them, and moved to this island called Ibiza off of Spain. And what happened then is a lot of countercultural people not in the mainstream, were all attracted to this island. And it became a very strange, mysterious place, kind of like that strange neighborhood in your city.
Mhm.
But this is all on one island. So a lot of people hear about Ibiza and they hear about the parties, but that's just 5% of it. The other 95% of the island is very rural, and there's all different things going on, different religions, different ideas, communes, and all of that. And it has a life unto itself. So what I wanted to do is, I said, this is a fantastic island. Not a lot of Americans know about this place. And when you read this book, because John is looking for his friend is lost off the grid somewhere on the island, you get a chance firsthand to travel through secret Ibiza. You get to go visit the secret parties, the secret villas, the communes, because John's looking for his friend. And I had some readers come back to me and said, I feel like I was on Ibiza. I got to see all the secret places. And I even had a reader write to me and he said, I'm going to start again on page one. I got to go back to this island. So this gives people a chance to visit Ibiza. Not only visit Ibiza, visit secret Ibiza and do it from their home. So I think that Ibiza is a character unto itself. It's pulsing with life, ideas, thoughts. And that's something that I wanted the readers, especially readers here in America, don't know about it, to get this chance to go to this island and find the secret Ibiza.
I love that you're giving a deeper dive into Ibiza for sure, because I know we hear it in music but never get to go. So I love that you
Yeah.
have this look inside the book then. And I lastly want to say, what do you want readers to take away from this? Because this seems like an amazing adventure in itself. So tell me about what you want your readers to take away from this read.
I want readers to take away some key themes, but most importantly is don't give up. John is already, he's already in his late 30s. He could have said, okay, that's it. I'm making good money. It sounds good to change things, but you're on the track. It's too late. But I want people to read this book and see somebody who said, you know what? I'm going to give it a try, and that you can still change your life. And a lot of the readers who have written letters to me, who I've spoken to when I go to book fairs and things like that, have told me that it was very emotional for them because it's something that they think about. So I want readers to read this book and say, you know what? Maybe I can do that too. Maybe I can, it's not necessarily go to Ibiza, but maybe I can, call up that person I never did or rectify some things in the past. Because ultimately it's a story about salvation and about John's salvation. There's a deep spiritual feeling underlying this story And I think the readers feel it maybe on a subconscious level. And that's why a lot of them have been very emotional about the novel. So
That's amazing. And lastly, again, where can we get our copies? Because this sounds like it's going to be an amazing time to just dive into this book. So, where can everybody get their copy?
well, you can find it on Amazon.com. That's where most people get it. It's on Barnes and Nobles. It's also ebook. You can get it Nook, Kindle, Apple Books. It's available everywhere. I'm currently on tour with the book. I'm doing book festivals, Brooklyn, Miami, Los Angeles, Europe. So I'm on tour with it, but you can find it on Amazon.com, all the major sites. It's right there for you.
Well, amazing. We'll get into this. And thank you so much again for sharing everything today.
Sure, it's great meeting you. Take care.